Entertainment Schmig.
Okay, let's clear up the story that was going around all day yesterday. Paul McCartney snubbed, turned away from Tyga's post-Grammys party, his after party. Apparently, the story was that Paul McCartney walked up and some bouncer who didn't recognize him said, "No, you can't come in. You're not on the list," or something like that. And he said, "How VIP do we have to get? Guys, write another hit song." Which does not seem like a Paul McCartney thing
No,
to
it didn't.
say.
But it made me laugh.
Right.
That
I don't know. I think tongue-in-cheek he could have said that.
He was not denied entry into the party.
He wasn't.
No, he pulled up in a car with Beck and Taylor Hawkins, who's the drummer for Foo Fighters. They tried to get in through a side door, but it was an exit door that's always closed and locked, so they couldn't get in. When a security guard saw them, he said, "Is this the Mark Ronson party?" And the guy said no. So they all just went back to their cars and left. They apparently showed up at the wrong place, did not get turned away.
Oh.
Tyga, by the way, was talking about it. He's like, he had the wrong story, too. He was on stage performing, and apparently the fire marshal, he got word that the fire marshal turned him away because they were at capacity. And he's like, "Send angry tweets to the fire marshal, not to me."
No.
Was it Fire Marshal Bill?
Now on to some crazy meltdowns. Apparently, 'tis the season. Weird conflicting stories about Rihanna. Yesterday, we heard that she had bronchitis, and her doctor said
No more singing, right?
Yeah, you risk damaging your vocal cords if you go on and sing at the Grammys. And so she left. Didn't even stick around to watch the Grammys. When she knew she couldn't perform, she left. Apparently, that is not true either. She bailed. She was loud and upset and was not happy with her rehearsal. And someone said 2 nights before the Grammys, she was at this charity event thrown by Lionel Richie, and her voice was fabulous. It was also fabulous during the Grammys rehearsal. I don't know. Some story. Somebody,
She's got Grammy issues.
she does. I was there in 2009 with the whole Chris Brown incident. I watched her perform Disturbia. I think that's the song she was supposed to perform. I watched her whole rehearsal. And then last minute, because of Chris Brown, did not go. Kanye West also with a meltdown this weekend. Minutes before he was set to perform on SNL, he had a meltdown. They called Lorne Michaels in, who they said was eerily calm through the whole thing. Kanye was set to walk, something about the set, and he was saying he's the greatest artist of all time, and this was not okay. He was freaking out about how everything was arranged. Someone said, he's under a lot of stress between the new album and the fashion line. Well, whatever. That's your job. And I think Lauren Michaels handled it. Apparently, Kim Kardashian was in the audience. They pulled her and Kylie Jenner back to calm him down, and everything ended up going off. Let me just say this. He would have been better off not performing.
Yes.
Because it was awful.
Horrible.
I kept thinking that it was maybe a skit.
Well, with all those random people up there, it was just odd.
Al DeBarge was there.
Was he?
Yes. Weird. And Lorne Michaels was probably
Do you know what El DeBarge means in Spanish?
What?
The DeBarge.
And he, I'm sure Lorne Michaels felt like they just throw a sketch on that wasn't supposed to.
Wouldn't it have been better
cut.
if they said Kanye West could not perform tonight? Boom, skip it. Throw in a classic, do something.
Yeah, so if you're gonna throw a fit, leave. Just leave. Because this, I'm telling you right now, parents.
They'll do it again.
Parents who avoid their child's meltdowns by giving them stuff and pacifying them.
This is what they become.
Your child's going to be Kanye West. Just telling you right now. No pressure.
Congratulations, you got a millionaire baby.
Kendrick Lamar got a lot of love for his album To Pimp a Butterfly, but he apparently also left a lot on the cutting room floor. It was the most nominated. He was the most nominated artist going into the Grammys. But apparently he has enough material that didn't make the cut for the album that he could release a whole new album. So some people are looking forward to that. Some sad news. Actor George Gaines passed away, 98 years old. That name might not sound familiar, but He was Henry, the guy who adopted Punky Brewster.
Oh, yeah.
And he was also in Police
wow.
Academy.
Police Academy.
Yeah, he was the police chief.
He was in General Hospital.
Tootsie.
He was in
Tootsie.
Tootsie. He was the guy who had a crush on Dustin Hoffman.
Well, he wanted to kiss him during all their scenes. Because really, the guy that had the crush on Dustin Hoffman was Jessica Lange's father. Remember?
Right, right.
Yeah.
And last night, Donald Trump called in to another late night talk show. This time it was Stephen Colbert.
I do that for emphasis, and I do that
Talking
sometimes
about swearing.
non-politically. And once I decided to run for office, I sort of said, well, we're going to have to stop.
But you
know, we
didn't
do it
stop.
for crowds.
You didn't stop.
People-
Running for office, you didn't
Well, these
stop.
no, but these are very minor words. And in many cases, I actually bleep them out myself. I never said the word, and then they'll bleep it, and people will think I said the word, which is a little deceptive, but that's okay.
I've got a suggestion. Why don't you have a swear jar? Every time you say a bad word, you put $1 billion in it.
That's Entertainment Schmig. More at 8:40 and online at y98.com.